When I first started in architecture school, my instructor noticed that I was going at great lengths to try to be unique and creative. And he taught me a lesson that I would never forget, is that, Marie, stop trying to reinvent the wheel. You are working in a continuum of architectural production that's been going on for thousands of years. And you tap into it and you become a part of that. So you learn from the other buildings and the other architects. And that's a rather beautiful thing. It's a little bit of a schizophrenia to build in New York City, because on the one hand you have to give this particular kind of face to the street where you're respecting the urban conditions. And that can be separate and distinct from what's going on within the building. So sometimes you really do need to pull a two-faced maneuver in your project. I was working for a client who wanted to maximize his property in terms of square footage. So even though it wasn't actually something he really needed, he wanted to build an overlarge penthouse. There are some really interesting problems that I came across in particular. This is kind of detailed, but it was quite interesting. The penthouse envelope, that's the footprint of the building volume, how high up it would go, was very close to some existing chimney flues for the adjacent buildings. And even though we were permitted to build in that location from the point of view of the zoning and light and air, it was too close to a chimney. So a building we started planning this building and designing it, and then realized we were too close to a chimney flue. So then you either have to avert the chimney flue, which means you have to work with the neighbor and plead with them to allow you to move their chimney, or you redesign the building. It is so frustrating working here. It really is. And unless you get your rare enlightened client, it's all about the bottom line, and let's just make it look good enough so we could turn a profit if we're in the commercial world. With private clients, I've had good experience with the private clients who I was able to work with and give them like beyond what they were hoping for, so that was pretty satisfying. Or you get the more greedy private clients like the one I was speaking about earlier. The building isn't just a static thing, it's something, you think of it as a living organism, something that you're breathing life into.